Over the next week on Sky Sports, you'll see some of the top teams in the country seeking FA Cup success. Big money, high-profile stars displaying their talents in front of packed houses in the biggest domestic cup competition in the world. Rangers in action in the Scottish Cup. Leicester and Sunderland a step away from Wembley in the Worthington Cup. Arsenal and Manchester United vying for Premiership supremacy. But tonight there's no talk of silverware or glory. Only blood and sweat as we witness life at the bottom of Division 3. For the two teams in action, battling for league survival has become a way of life. Graham Barrow's Rochdale have been in the bottom half all season, while Warren Joyce's Hull have spent most of it propping up the rest. And if they look a little concerned, well, you wouldn't be too surprised, would you? Struggling at the wrong end of the table, they've made the trip over the Pennines from Humberside. They hope to be making it again next season as well, but relegation to the conference, a very real threat for Hull City. 2 away wins this season, looking to make it 3 tonight at Spotland. And Sky Sports cameras are live at Spotland for the very first time tonight. A big night for both clubs, both appearing live on Sky Sports in league action for the first time, and both desperate for points in the battle for survival in the Nationwide League. It's Rochdale against Hull coming next. Oakes is a young man, 22 years of age, and one of the many Warren Joyce signings, Ray.
Yeah, he's been signed from the non-league, as you can see there, Jeff, and I saw him play last week. Did exceptionally well, good on crosses, very competent, and a very good kicker of the ball as well.
11 signings Warren Joyce has made in something like 13 weeks. He really has changed things around at Boothbury Park. And another man who he signed, Colin Alside, on the mark on his debut last week.
And a real handful as well. Not the tallest man in the world, I think probably just under 6 foot, but leaps very well and a very, very willing worker. He ran beyond defenders all day long. And look at the shoulders on the guy. He's a strong man. Strong man.
And the leading scorer for Hull is David Brown. He's had a good season. One of the few who's had a good season. In truth, top scorer, 10 goals this season so far, just 20 years of age, and another former Manchester United trainee. Now then, from a player who started his career at Manchester United to 2 managers with Old Trafford connections. Warren Joyce has made a big impact at Hull since he took charge at the end of November, and he's been taking his advice from his dad, Walter, as Jim Proudfoot found out.
Yes, I'm my father's son, and I'm inclined to do as my father's done. Yeah, yeah.
Just think, if you know, if things had been different, if you wouldn't have broke your neck, you could have been a rugby player and not in the position you are today.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess I was quite lucky to break my neck, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember sitting in the car driving up the hill near our house, and you said to me, well, I've got a chance to go to Man United as a youth team coach or become manager of Rochdale. Which do you think I should do? And I sat there and I thought, why is he asking me? I'm only 4. And then 30 years later I'm asking you.
Yeah.
So a 4-year-old's made you a decision, and the senile old man told me to go to Hull instead of staying at United.
What went through your mind when they offered Warren the whole job?
Well, it's funny how, you know, how Warren's careers coincided with mine a little bit. I mean, I went into management at Rochdale when I was 35 or 36, and it's funny that Warren should be thrust into the job now when he's nearly that age. I thought it was a tremendous opportunity for him. He's always thrived on a challenge right throughout his career, from him being small, and more often than not he's always come up with the goods, and I think he'll do it again this time, even though it's a very, very difficult task.
Are you going to be going to your dad for some advice about how to pick the team?
I have to send him scouting anyway to watch players because we've not enough money to have a chief scout at the minute, so he has to do it for free.
So it's manager Warren Joyce and consulting editor Walter Joyce.
Yeah, he's picking the team really, but nobody knows.
It's ironic as well that you both got the Manchester United link ahead of your first jobs in management.
Well, yeah, I mean, Warren was already at United and been there for 4 or 5 years coaching the under-16s. I decided to become Rochdale's manager when I found out that Manchester United wanted me as the youth coach. And I, in fact, had an interview with Tommy Docherty. And I really only turned the job down because I'd promised to be the Rochdale's manager, which, rightly or wrongly, that's why I turned that job down at the time.
Is there a slight suggestion of split loyalties ahead of this match?
Not really. You know, it's 25 years since I was at Rochdale, and not many of the people are there now that were there when I was there. I do, you know, still have a feeling for the club, and if they were playing anybody else but Hull, then obviously I'd want Rochdale to win. But obviously because they're playing Hull and Warren's the manager, then there's only one team I want to win, and that's Hull.
Come on, I'll do more than you. Don't get me on this. You ready? Go on.
Properly, that's not
Go on.
properly.
Bend your arms, go on. Go on. Properly. Do them proper, go on. Let's see you. Get them done or you can't have any food tonight. Get your press up.
I'm going to the pub anyway.
Yes, I'm my father's son.
Tell you what, young Wade Joyce is a young man after my own heart. I know that if it's been a disappointing season for Rochdale, it's been an absolutely dismal season for Hull City until recently. Their first win of the season came against Peterborough. Player-manager Mark Hateley won the penalty and then won the match, scoring from the spot the only goal of the game. But then came a run of only 3 points in 24, including this win for Cambridge at Boothbury Park. Andrew Duncan getting the visitors first in a 3-0 win, sending Hull to the bottom of the league. 2 games later at Scarborough, Mark Hateley helped his side to a 2-1 win. His goal coming after 39 minutes, it turned out to be his last win as manager. 4 games later, Hateley was sacked and Warren Joyce named as caretaker. In his first match, Brighton's Gary Hart scored the Seagulls second, but despite this, 2 games later, Joyce was named manager till the end of the season. A welcome victory came at the expense of Carlisle late in November. Craig Dudley got the only goal in the final minute. Then Hull faced Luton in the FA Cup second round and took the lead with Ben Morley's first goal of the season. The home team replied when Steve Davis remained composed to score. But the third division side rallied to advance into round 3, Rob Dewhurst's meaty header sealing the win. The Tigers' next FA Cup opponents were Aston Villa. 91 league places and 3 goals separated the sides on the day. Stan Collymore rounding off the win. Hull were out of the cup, but their league form was improving. On loan midfielder Mark Bonner struck the vital, a fortunate blow to defeat Rotherham. And that was followed by a great win against Hartlepool. David Brown opened the scoring on 10 minutes. 4 minutes later, Brown netted again to make it 2-0. Brian McGinty struck a brilliant volley for the third. And he also got the fourth. 4 goals, 3 points, the Tigers' biggest win of the season. 2 matches ago, Shrewsbury scored both goals at Boothbury Park, but went away with only 1 point. The first, a great goal by Paul Evans. The second, a great header by Brian Gale. But unfortunately, it was into his own net. 1-1, another valuable point for Hull. Last time out of promotion chasing Brentford, Colin Alcide and leading striker David Brown got the goals that lifted Hull off the bottom for the first time in more than 4 months. It's 5 matches unbeaten now for the Tigers, their best spell in almost 2 years. They'll be hoping tonight they can extend that run to 6. They spent 4 long months at the bottom when there was no sign of the tunnel, let alone the light at the end of it. But now, off the bottom, up into 23rd place, Warren Joyce and John McGovern believe they can stay up, but do the fans share that view?
Started slowly. I think we won 1 in the first 7, and I think we're beginning to wonder if it was the right man in charge. But then since then we've won 6 unbeaten, and I think he's turned it around, no problem.
The way Joyce has brought in all these extra players and that, everybody wants to fight to stay up. The fans are behind them, everybody. There's no way this club's going out the Football League.
The lads are full of confidence at the moment. Warren's brought in Colin, big call up front, and hopefully he's thinking about another sign-in next week. So yeah, I think the confidence in the squad is going to be 100% tonight, yeah.
The way they're playing at the moment, they're playing very well. They're actually attacking well, and the defensive formation is actually superb. And away we go.
I think they're much better since David Lloyd's left. I mean, we've got a new consortium in, and it's everything seems to be going well now.
Playing good football, best I've seen in about 4 years now. It's quite easy, isn't it?
Joyce has got it sorted out at the club now, and I think Scarborough they want to go down.
We're going to stay up, no problem. Scarborough down, we're up!
Pretty confident, aren't they? And there are the Hull fans and Ray Wilkins. You saw them at Brentford. Rather like Brighton, they deserve to stay up for the sake of their fans, don't they?
Yes, they do. They're very well supported, home and away. There was lots of supporters at Brentford, Jeff. They made a mammoth trip to be there. And they deserve to beat Brentford on the day. The pitch is exactly the same as it was at Brentford last week. And I've got a little sneaking feeling that Hull might pull this one off as well. They've got a great atmosphere within the squad, and I think that might carry them through tonight.
Nigel, Rochdale, they look comfortable on the face of it, but once you start to slide, you can soon be dragged into that quicksand.
That's what happens in many seasons. That happens, one falls out. But I think Hull are on their way up, and I think they're the team in form. So with my old friend Andy Dakin there, the commercial manager from Sheffield United, who's now the commercial manager at Hull, I'm going to have to stick with Ray and think that Hull will win this tonight. And with their support behind them, I think Rochdale will find it tough.
Warren Joyce has brought in some tough and compromising players to rescue them from their predicament. One of them, the ex-Stoke defender Justin Whittle, is suspended tonight, as is the manager himself. Former Lincoln defender John Whitney has just returned from a ban, and the tenacious Gary Brabin has also served a suspension already since arriving last month. In attack, Colin Alside, another member of Lincoln's promoted side last season, scored on his debut last week at Brentford, as did his fellow striker, one-time Manchester United youngster David Brown.
Hull City unbeaten in 5. Can they pull it off again tonight? Same system. Across the back, Rob Dewhurst, Jim Whitney and Mike Edwards. In front of Edwards, Dave Doria, the captain. Left-hand side, Steve Swales. In midfield area, Brian McGinty, Gary Brabin, who will add a bit of steel in there, likes to dig. He's got his pitch tonight. And Gareth Williams, good left foot. Watch for him. He may, as the game goes on, go and play off the front two. And the front two of Colin Alside, scored in his debut last week against Brentford, and alongside Alside, David Brown, ex-Man United youth team, top scorer with 10 goals.
Well, the weather's not too hospitable for the arrival of the two teams, although at least the snow that was here earlier in the week has been cleared. It's Rochdale closest to the camera, coming out here at Spotland for a little bit of history. The first live televised football encounter from Scotland on Sky for you tonight. It's Rochdale against Hull, who are waging a desperate battle to stay in the Football League, having lifted themselves off the bottom with their win at Griffin Park last week. Can they continue it here tonight? Find out after the break. Here could cause problems with the back header. Well, it looked a golden opportunity, and Holt unable to finish it off.
Well, this is an absolute sitter. That's all you can say. Big Morris, that's what he's bought for. Just gets a little nudge on it. This is good play, but look at this for a chance. With his right foot.
And still danger here with Morris looking to cause turmoil.
It's a good start from the home side, but that should have been number 1. Michael Holt, a glaring miss for me. Good touch on from Big Morris. Now it's a bit of a scramble. Holt just peeling away at the far post, and that's a great save. Should have scored though.
Well, Andy Oates is a recent addition to the Hull ranks, the young goalkeeper. Injury to Keith Hill. down a regular first-team place here. Vicious effort from McGinty. McGinty is the man who's replacing the suspended Warren Joyce tonight. He can score goals from that midfield position. 6 already this season, a couple of crucial ones in the victory over Hartlepool. Taking over the throw-in. Cross to Andy Morris.
Wow, Rob, 2 glorious chances, and goodness me, he's only got to jump an inch to get above the ball, and just a little nod down and that's in. Great ball from the left-hand side. Look at this, keeper misses it, 6 yards, almost hits the big man in the forehead, and bounces clear of Oaks' goals. Again, that's a let-off for Hull City.
Will monitor that situation as... Oh, it's turned in, and it's Holt who's got it!
Well, I did say that Holt was the one who was, we expected off the front to his painter to cause troubles. But Holt again lurking at the far side. Good header forward, and that's a great finish. Great finish from Holt. Goalkeeper no chance, deft flick. It's a great header there from Mornington, and Holt supplies the finish. What a nice time to score.
Well, Michael Holt is proving quite an acquisition. His 7th goal already this season. Hull have had limited opportunities so far in this first half, and they'll look for all their resourcefulness and battling qualities here in the form of Brabin.
Trouble for Edwards. Good little knock again. Brabin decides, just in the stroke of half-time in Armour Town, whacks one. Goalie right behind it.
Live to regret. Outside. Doria. This is Brown. Challenging player. Here's David Doria. Lined it up well! And just tipped over.
Well, not a bad effort, was it? But Edwards had a real good look at it. Doria was a fair way out. Again, he gets on his right foot, just takes a touch, drills it. Keeper has a good look. It's just beginning to dip when he gets the touch. Not a bad effort from the captain. And a good little touch over from Edwards.
Barlow, and he's pulled it across to Holt. Oh, a wonder save!
What a save this is! What a ball, first of all, from Barlow, and again the danger man Michael Holt, and what a save this is from Oaks! Brilliant, quality service with the left foot again, downward header, beautiful stop, great reaction.
Holt scored the first, produced the best from Oaks that time. Mornington goes for this one. Break, and Brown on the charge to his right. Swale.
Again, not putting Edwards under pressure. Andy Oakes is under pressure at the other end, and hasn't he responded well to it. Once again, danger man Michael Holt on the end of a fantastic Barlow cross. Downward header, superb. Goal written all over it. Look at that for a stop. Right-handed, brilliant from Oakes.
He's come in to take the place of Steve.
Chances. Saying that, the way Hull are not putting Edwards under pressure, one might be enough.
Outside has lined it up. Good effort from Williams.
Now that would have been danger had it been either side of Edwards. Straight at him from Williams. Good half volley. Just driving forward, outside again. Just catches it on the volley. Straight at the keeper. Certainly the right-handed touch from that fabulous header from Holt was brilliant.
He's kept his team in the game. Holt, the man who scored and the man who had that effort well saved by Oakes, has won the free kicks. Rail's unhappy about it.
Oh, a stupid place to give a free kick away. You can bet your boots that Peake, someone like that with his left foot will be on this.
In goes Peake, and a glancing header and a goal. And it's that man Holt again.
I said it, Rob. Stupid place to give a free kick away. Peake quickly gets over the ball. Left foot, great ball in. Look at Holt, just gets in front of everybody. And the goalkeeper, no chance. Oakes can't perform the oracle here. He can't work it. As Holt gets a tiny touch for his second goal and his second headed goal. Great ball in the box. Peake's delivery, Holt's finish. And surely now Howler out. Great goal.
Good break on here from Painter, and he's pulled it back for Morris.
That's a third goal, and no wonder. You can see the Hull City fans racing over to the referee's assistant, and I have to say, Painter to me looked well offside. He looked well offside. I don't think the linesman was up with play, to be fair. Well, not to be fair. It's bad play. He's saying go away, let's have a look. Is it the time of the run? Well, I thought it was more offside than that, but I think you can see Painter probably just onside. It's touch and go, 50-50, and the big fella Morris stumbles and somehow just gets, I think it's his right knee he knocks it in with. Painter, good run. We want to see more of this first half from Painter. Look at Morris go down, and it's a right foot somehow. He sticks out for Rochdale's third goal.
Well, an unorthodox finish, but they all count. And the Rochdale strikers have won the day.
Let's hear from him now. He's with Alan.
Warren, how would you sum up that performance?
Well, it was very disappointing on our behalf. You know, I thought we were second best to everything, really.
I mean, dare I say, did they miss you?
I won't go as far to say that. We got what we deserved, though. I think. You know, I thought 3-0 probably was round about the right result. You know, first half we could have been 2 or 3 goals down half time. Second half, at least, we've had 1 or 2 chances, but overall, you know, we're very disappointing, really.
Do you think there's a danger that 1 or 2 of your players were becoming almost complacent about your position in Scarborough's plight?
No, I don't think you can look for easy excuses, can't you? But, you know, we said before the game, you know that they've got some good competitors in the team. If we didn't more than match them, their effort, we'd have problems.
And the last time you lost in the league, just after Christmas, you then a 5-match unbeaten run. I suppose you'd settle for the same now.
Well, you've said that to the players. You know, really, we've got beat tonight, but either way, tomorrow morning it's fish and chip paper. You know, you've got to go and start again Tuesday night. You know, win, lose, or draw tonight.
Thanks a lot, Warren.
All right, thanks.
Play manager Warren Joyce. He wouldn't say so, Ray, but they did miss him, didn't they?
I think they did. Having watched them last week, he really did make them play. He got them playing. It wasn't only winning the ball, but when in possession of the ball, he was using the ball very intelligently as well, and I think they missed him immensely tonight.
OK, Ray and Nigel, thanks very much indeed for your
Pleasure.
company.